Why you talking lows like ease off, bro? Let me talk real quick. Man, I smoke that crow, it's good to the nose, but the price gotta give. I wanna fly to another dimension. Me and Brody were two naughty twins.
Fuck. My experience. In my experience, there's a lack of individuality. There's a lot of wannabe roadmen. Middle class kids who force that road lifestyle. And if you're not from the UK and you're thinking, what's a roadman? It's people like this. Hey yo, wagwan blood, where you from, man? Aye, you chatting to me? Come here, little man. Come here. What are you, pussy or what? Come here, blood. You calling mum's man a sket? I'll shank you up. Say, and some of these guys, they do trap. But I see a lot of fucking middle class kids who force that lifestyle. They come into school with their daddy funds and they don't say, oh hi, how are you? They go, what are you saying, big man? What are you saying? What are you saying, big man? Still walk on. Once I encountered some kid, actually one of my mates, and he has a few gardeners. He thought everybody had a gardener. That's how delusional he was. He thought everybody had a gardener. And he was saying how annoying it was, how annoying his gardener had been that day. But he didn't say, one's gardener's been annoying oneself. He chatted like, aye, man's gardener's been annoying, man. Bear still, man's dad's gonna put him in a spliff, you know what I'm saying? Still. Fuck's sake. It's a big problem. Middle class kids wanting to be lower class, wanting to be on road. Shows like Top Boy and films like Blue Story have romanticized and fantasized it. Even when the realities of this life get shown, not being able to eat at night, seeing your best mate get shanked in front of you, getting nicked, they don't care. They still want to force this lifestyle, even though it's not a nice life. There's a reason it's called lower class. It's lower, it's worse, but they still want to force it. They don't give a shit. I mean, there's an obvious reason why. Being lower class is cool now. Being a roadman is cool now. I mean, the girls, the money, the clout, the fame, the power, the cars, you name it. Drill rappers have made being lower class cool. Not something foreign or to be scared of. It's something that's looked up and looked to be good, but it's not at all. Like I said, there's so many harsh realities of this life. And the reality is, these middle class kids who pretend to be roadmen, if they met an actual roadman, I'm sure there'd be a brown stain in their pants. Middle class kids have everything. A stable house and a stable family. They're fucking bored and they have no reason for life. If you're lower class, you've always got something to think about. But if you're middle class, then you're just living to be living. And that will seriously fuck with you because if you've never gone through anything hard and you've got nothing to think about, then what's your meaning in life? Being middle class, it seems, the meaning is to exist. But being lower class, well, the meaning is to be on top for most of us. These kids have never had to worry, where am I going to get this money from? How am I going to pay for this meal? I'm going to get G checks, I'm going to get robbed. They've never had to worry about these things. And so they force this lifestyle. I mean, you can't even blame them. They just don't have the capacity to understand if you don't live that life. You can't understand it. But they don't understand how disrespectful and stupid they look. They want to do it for the clout, but in reality, everybody can see through their facade. I was really torn when making this video. I mean, I was lower class. I mean, I lived on a estate. My estate has a few car break-ins, whatever. It's not that bad. I live on a really nice estate, to be honest. And therefore, I end up in this weird place where I'm not middle class, but I'm not lower class. I mean, you can literally see in the footage that I'm editing over this, the B-roll, just 45 minutes from my house or whatever. And it's a really nice place, as you can see, really nice places to go on walks and stuff. But 45 minutes in the other direction, and I could be getting robbed for a pair of trainers I bought for my business. At people by night with knives. Police on the other side of the road, but they don't do anything. That happened. I mean, I wasn't respected enough by them as a lower class person. I mean, I don't think they respect anyone, but I don't also fit in with the middle class people. I've had people say stuff like, I would never want to go into a council estate. I'm sure I'll get murdered within 2 minutes of going on there. I mean, stupid people, these people that can't imagine anything. They just don't understand the reality. It's not that bad. And then my mum worked really hard with her business, worked really hard to get a degree, got a new house. She bought the house on this estate that we're living on now, and she got a really good new job. And now, I guess technically, I am middle class. I still have that lower class mindset of wanting to be at the top. I'm going to be number one. And I'm not going to lose that. It's a good thing, but I also need to accept that I am middle class now. I mean, I can't be the same as these other middle class people that I'm talking about, because then I'll look like an absolute wanker pretending to be a roadman. I can't do that. I mean, I used to, but it's fucking stupid. I need to accept the progression and move on, because that's what success is about. Accepting progressions and changes and moving on. Accepting the good ones and working on the bad ones. Maybe I'm not cool anymore, but at least I'll be successful. If you keep or force the lower class mentality, you'll always be lower class, because you'll be bound by it. Even if you always think I'm going to be number one. If you're pretending to be lower class or keeping that and not moving on from that, well, you'll never progress. The only way to be successful is to move up the class bracket. So if you constantly tell yourself you're lower class to seem cool and get that clout, you won't change, you won't progress anywhere. You'll get stuck. Momentary clout, it will all disappear. And if you only ever talk about being on the top and you never actually make it, everybody will be laughing at you as well. So that's my experience growing up in South London. Have a successful day.